Hello, Ayush, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. What time was the lecture?
What's up?
लेक्चर कितने बजे का था?
It was 11.
Yeah, and what time are you joining? 11:30. Why?
Sir, I didn't saw the message.
How come you did not see the message? We were on a chat, right?
Yes, sir.
You asked me the timing. The timetable was given you 1 week earlier. How can you say that you have not seen the messages? I have a chat, Ayush. You send me the PDF. Before that, I send you the timings, right? You send me the PDF at 11:10. Okay, I thought 10 minutes is fine.
Sorry,
And
sir.
at 11:20, you're messaging me, I'm joining. And then you're saying on the group that, no, I just saw the message. How false it is, right?
Yes.
Why are you late?
Sir, I was joining.
30 minutes to join. I could have come there walking at your place and taught you by then. है ना?
Sir, it take time for opening Zoom, sir.
30 minutes.
Till 10 minutes. My computer was not on, so it was a
But suddenly after messaging in 2 minutes, it started. How strange, right? At least be honest, na? At least be honest. That is the least you can do, right?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, you should be sorry. Even last lecture, before that also, I've been waiting for 10, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. This is very huge. You just have a lecture a day. We have the entire day lectures. So if this is delayed, my entire day is delayed, right? I think so. You should understand that.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Chalo, we'll continue. Yeah, okay. Last time we did the numericals, right? I'll send you the numericals after the lecture. Please keep your microphone on only.
Yes, sir. My microphone is on.
No, it was off. I just saw it. Again, it is off. Yeah, keep it on. Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So first, we'll see the graphs. Okay. Last time we did the numericals. I'll send you the images. You need to do that numericals.
Yes, sir.
See the solved examples one. Chalo, displacement and time graph. Do you know how to see graph?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What all things are there in graph? Ideally,
So it's
you have a
I
vertical
solved.
line,
Yes, sir. It's vertical and a parallel line.
horizontal line. Horizontal line is which axis?
X-axis.
X-axis. Very good. This is x-axis.
And the upper line is y-axis.
And this is y-axis, right?
Yes.
So whenever we read displacement time graph or anything which is written this way, the first word represents the y-axis. Okay. So I will have my displacement here. Displacement, the symbol is S, and time, the symbol is T. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Displacement is always in meters. Time is always in seconds.
Yes, sir. So we did distance is?
Distance is in meters, right?
Yes, sir.
And time is always in seconds.
Okay,
Let's
sir.
see what is there, what is given to us. In the displacement time graph, the time is taken on x-axis and the displacement of the body is taken on the y-axis. From this graph, we can determine the velocity of the body. We can determine what velocity is the body moving with. Because it is related to displacement, we will say velocity. Agar yahi distance hota, we would have said speed. Okay. Because
Yes,
here
sir.
they have given displacement, which means we need to consider velocity and not the speed. Which means direction is also important for us. Since
Yes.
velocity is the ratio of displacement and the time, velocity is the ratio of displacement and time. Okay.
Yes.
Therefore, the slope of displacement time graph gives you the velocity. So if you take out the slope, what do you mean by slope? क्या होता है slope?
I don't know about slope.
Okay, slope is basically you take the y-intercept and x-intercept. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, wait, I'll tell you how to calculate slope. See this line, you can see this line, this straight line going there.
Yes, sir.
You can take any point. Suppose I'm taking, for example, let me take this point this and this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this point, let me consider this as point A and this point as point B.
B.
Where they meet, this is point C.
Yes, sir.
So if I want to find out the slope, I will calculate y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now what does this mean? This is x1 y1. Point A will be x1 y1. A का x axis पे क्या है? 2 है.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I will get 2 niche here. X1 is 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's write the y-intercept first. What is the y-intercept of point B? Point B के y-axis पे क्या है? 40.
Yes, sir.
So I will write 40 here.
Yes, sir.
40 minus y1, it is 20. A का y-intercept is 20.
Yes, sir.
What is the x-intercept of point B? It is 4.
Yes, sir.
And what is the x-intercept of A? It is 2.
Yes, sir.
So 40 minus 20 upon 4 minus 2 is what I will calculate. 40 minus 20 is 20. 20 upon 2 is 10.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes,
So the speed between point A to point B will be 10 meter per second.
Seconds.
That is how you calculate the slope. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to take any slope, I will do the same thing. I'll take 2 points. I'll just stretch it down. Okay, I'll consider this first point as x1, y1. Second point as x2, y2. And the formula is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Easy?
Yes, sir.
So from graph also we can calculate. We just don't have to stick on our formula. From the graph also we can calculate the speed at any point. Easy?
Yes, sir.
Sure? Can you move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's see. Since the velocity is the ratio of displacement and time, therefore this slope of displacement and time gives you the velocity. If the slope is positive, it implies that the body is moving away from the starting point. If the slope is positive, see here I had positive value, I had 10, which means the object is moving away from the source. जहां से body ने start किया उससे दूर जा रहा है object.
Yes, sir.
But if the slope is negative, the body is returning towards the starting position. So for example, if the slope was maybe this way, and I would have calculated the x2 upon x1 ka value, maybe I would have I have got minus 10 as the value. Okay. So yahan
Yes,
par I
sir.
can say that the slope is negative, which means the object is coming towards the source. Let us consider the following situation. Here is where you will get your marks. Case 1, if the position of the body does not change with time, the body is said to be stationary and the displacement is measured from the origin. So if there is more time, if the time is keep on increasing, but the body does not move, this is the displacement. So imagine per se the body is here. The body is here. At 0 time, it is here. Okay, at this point, the body is, and the time is keeping on increasing. Time बढ़ते जा रहा है, but the body is not moving. So I will get a straight line graph. Time is increasing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But the body is not changing the shape, which means I will get a straight line graph which is parallel to the time axis. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And time we cannot change. Time we cannot stop, right? Time will always keep on increasing. So if a body is here, so imagine this is my body, and I'm keeping the body here. At time 0, it is here. Okay. At time 20 also it is here. After 30 minutes, it is also here. 40 मिनट्स के बाद भी यहीं पर है, तो टाइम तो बढ़ता जा रहा है, बट द डिस्टेंस इज मूविंग क्या? इज द बॉडी मूविंग? सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल से दिस इज say 5, this value is 5. So after 30 seconds or 30 minutes also it will be 5 only.
Yes, sir.
This is say 30. After 30 seconds also it will be 5 only. So I will get a straight line graph, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if you get a straight line graph, what does it mean? That the body is stationary. The body is stationary.
Stationary.
So just underline this sentence: displacement time graph for a stationary object. This is the graph which you will get, a straight line graph parallel to x-axis. Easy?
Yes, sir.
Let's see the next one. Measured at all origin at the instances same as that of time t. So the displacement time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis as shown. In the figure 2.7, OP is the distance of the body from the origin O, and it remains same at each instant. So OP is the total distance. This is O, this is P. So this is the total distance. And this remains constant throughout the time that we are carrying out the experiment. This won't change. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Case 2, if a body is moving with a uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means at equal distance, there is equal change in time.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now let's see how we'll get the graph of displacement versus time in a straight or in a uniform motion. What will be the nature of graph? We'll see. So
Yes.
imagine here you have a gradation of okay. Will not happen. These are my outlines. Now we'll see. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've written 0 here. Zero here. And the other points here. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Similarly, this is 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter, 60 meter. Let's see how we'll get a graph. If a body is moving with a uniform velocity, its displacement increases by the same amount in each second. And so the displacement time graph is a straight line inclined to the time axis. The velocity of the body can be obtained by finding the slope of the graph. Similarly, यहाँ पर भी we can find the slope of the graph. Let's see here, the time is given 0. At 0, the body is at 0. Then at time 1 second, the displacement is 10. So if this is 1, I will plot a point here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then at time 2 seconds, the displacement is 20. Then at time 3 seconds, it is 30. Then at 4 seconds, it is 40. At 5 seconds, it is 50. Somewhat like this, I'll get a graph. Yes or no? Now what I need to do, I need to join this line to see whether my graph is what the nature of my graph is. So we'll draw a line where we'll connect all these points, and we can see that we are getting somewhat straight line graph. Yes or no? So यहाँ
Yes,
पर
sir.
अगर Right now, if I want to find the slope, I can take any 2 points, right? For example, I'm taking this point and taking, for example, this point. So I will just connect these 2 points. This will be my A. This is my point 1 or point 2. Okay. Point 2. Here I will have x1, y1. Here I will have x2, y2. My formula will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. Clear? Easy. See, here they have given the same thing. यहाँ पर they
Yes,
have
sir.
taken point A. What is the intercept of point A? 20, 2 comma 20. So 2 is x1, 20 is x2, y1, right? And here they have taken point B. Point B ka y intercept is 40 and x intercept is 4. So my formula will be 40 minus 20 upon 4 minus 2. The same thing that we took, 40 minus 20. Okay. 40 minus
Yes,
20
sir.
upon 4 minus 2. So I will get 40 minus 20 is 20 upon 2. That is nothing but 10 meter per second. Clear? That will be my speed
Yes,
from
sir.
graph. And now let's calculate by using the formula which we have. What is the total time? Time is 5 seconds. What is the total displacement? 50. 50 upon 5 is 10. So formula se bhi I am getting 10, and by using the graphical method also I'm getting 10. Clear? So if
Yes,
there
sir.
is
Clear.
uniform motion, I will get a straight line graph. Okay. If there is a stationary motion, I will get a parallel graph to the time axis. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay, let's move forward. The displacement time graph is a straight line OP to the time axis. It shows the linear relationship between the displacement and time. The displacement of a car is directly proportional to the time travel of the car travels equal distances in equal intervals of time in a certain direction. Thus, for a body moving with uniform velocity, the displacement is directly proportional to the time. Very, very important. In a uniform velocity, displacement is directly proportional to the time. S is directly proportional to T. This symbol is used for proportionality. Okay. Ideally, they have written incorrect symbol. This is how
Yes, sir.
you determine displacement, directly proportional to time. तो जैसे जैसे टाइम बढ़ेगा डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी बढ़ेगा. If I keep on stretching this line will go from here. It will keep on increasing, right, as the time is moving forward. So S is directly proportional to T. This is how we write direct proportion. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir.
The velocity of car can be obtained by finding the slope of the line OP. For this, take any 2 points, say A and B, on the line OP. And this is what we have also calculated, the same thing. They have written here, slope of line OB, BC upon CA. BC is this part upon AC. So this BC ka intercept minus CA ka intercept. Again, as I told you, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is what you will do. Obviously, greater the slope, more inclined is the straight line, higher is the velocity. More the slope, more will be the velocity. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Now let's take the next example. Example figure 2.10 represents the displacement time graph of a ball which is moving on a perfectly smooth floor, hits a wall at time 6 seconds, and then come back to the same line. The displacement, that is the distance of the ball from the starting point at a given point, is given here. So at time 0, the displacement is 0. Time 2, it is 20 meters. Time 4, 40. Time 6, 60. Time 8. So at 6 seconds, the ball has hit something. So if I'm sending a ball to a wall, तो वो जा रहा है और फिर 6 seconds के बाद वो एक वॉल को हिट करता है. हिट करने के बाद it will come back towards the original position. Yes or no? But now maybe the speed
Yes,
will be
sir.
different. अब उसका स्पीड शायद अलग होगा. तो दैट स्पीड से इनिशियली वो 20 के डिस्टेंस पे बढ़ रहा था. अब आते टाइम देखो 60 से 45 हो गया, 45 से 30, 30 से 15 और 14 सेकंड के बाद इट स्टॉप. सो दिस इज हाउ आई विल प्लॉट. 0 पे 0, 2 पे 20, 4 पे 40, 6 पे 60. ओके, देन अगेन इट इज कमिंग बैक टू द ओरिजिनल पोजिशन. तो अभी मैं स्पीड कम करता जाऊंगा. तो 45 8 seconds पे, then 30, then 15 and then 0. So here how you will calculate the graph or how you will calculate the slope, that is what we'll see. First we'll calculate the slope of OA. So OA का slope calculate करने के लिए we can take any 2 points. For example, we'll take these 2 points. Right? What is the points of this point? ये point के points क्या है बताओ मुझे. 4,40. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
4,40 को I can, this is 4,40 and this is 2,20. Okay, so I will write 40 minus 20, that is इसका y minus इसका y. इसका x is 40, इसका x is, sorry, इसका x is 4 and point this, ये वाले point का नाम ले लेते हैं a, ये वाले point का नाम ले लेते हैं b. Point b का y is 40, point a का y is 20, point a का x is 4 and point b का x is 4 and point a का x is 2. 40 minus 20 upon 4 minus 2, that is 10 meter per second. Yes or no? वही आया उनको यहाँ पर.
Yes, sir.
मतलब आप कोई भी करो, आप ये वाला पॉइंट और ये वाला पॉइंट लेते तो भी आपको आंसर 10 ही आता था. They have taken these 2 points, that is point O and point A लिया है तो भी 10 ही आएगा. Okay, it does not matter if it is a straight line. Here it was a straight line, right? So it does not matter. Now let's calculate for line AB. AB के लिए let's take any 2 points. Okay, let's take these 2 points. Cool. Let's name this point as P and let's name this point as Q. Right? Q के coordinates क्या है? Q का coordinate x पे है 12 और y पे है 10. तो 12, 10 है. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
P का coordinate x पे देखो 8 है और यहाँ पर 40 है. Okay. Now what is the formula? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So I will get 40 minus 10 upon 8 minus 12. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
40 minus 10 is 30. 8 minus 10 is minus 4. Yes, this becomes 15. This becomes 2. 15 upon 2 is nothing but 7.5. Because it is negative, I will get minus 7.5. Yes or no? उनको भी वही मिला है minus 7.5. We also got 7.5. They have taken some different point, we have taken some different point. My point is, if it is uniform motion, you take slope at any point, you will get the same value. Clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, let's move forward. Note, the displacement time can never be a straight line. Displacement time can never be a straight line parallel to the displacement axis. मतलब I won't get a graph which is this way. I will never get a graph which is this way, जहां पर time constant है और distance बढ़ता जा रहा है. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होगा, because time can never be constant. Time will always keep on increasing, right? Because such a line would mean that distance covered by the body in a certain direction increases without increase in time. That is, velocity of the body is infinite, which is not possible. Velocity कभी भी infinite नहीं होगा, time रुकेगा नहीं और body बढ़ता नहीं जाएगा. That is never possible. Clear? So I can get a graph which
Yes,
is
sir, clear.
this way, but I can never get a graph which is this way. Okay. Let's see for non-uniform motion. Case 3, if a body moves with varying speed in a fixed direction with a variable velocity, the displacement time graph is not a straight line, but it is a curve. So when it does not move with a fixed velocity, it does not have a fixed variation. It has a decreasing or increasing variation, or there won't be a straight line. You will get a curved line, which you can see here. So here you can take slope of any point. We'll see how we can take that. The velocity at any instant can be obtained by finding the slope or the gradation of the tangent drawn on the curve at that instant at that time. So here, if I'm taking a slope at point A, I will draw first a straight line, okay, and then I'll take the intercepts of the line which is coinciding with this or which is near to that. So यहाँ पर I have time 0 पे 0, 2 पे 10, 5 पे 30, 6 पे 47. I have plotted it. I'm getting a curved line, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting a curved line, something like this. Okay. Now I want to calculate the speed at this point. So at this point, I will draw a straight line. I'll draw a straight line, and then I can draw the line of any distance. Okay, I can draw the line till here also. यहाँ तक भी मैं draw कर सकता हूँ. Let's take till here. Then I'll intercept. I'll take the points, the endpoints of these 2 points. तो ये जहां पर भी मिल रहा है और ये वाला पॉइंट जहां पर भी मिल रहा है. I'll take the intercept of those 2 points here, and then I can calculate the same. So see here what they have done is they have calculated the slope where time is 5 seconds and displacement is 30. So at time 5, the displacement is 30. See, at time 5, you can see the displacement is 30. Yes or no? Yes or no, Ayush?
Yes, sir.
Now they have taken these 2 points, far extreme. So point B is 50 and 7, and this point is 10 and 3. So they will get 50 minus 10, इसका point 50 minus इसका point 10 upon 7 minus 3. So I can get 40 upon 4, that is equal to 10 meter per second. So at point A, the speed will be 10 meter per second. Clear? This is clear.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, then you have 3 important points which are used here. Let's see them. Conclusion: if a displacement time graph of an object is a straight line parallel to the time axis, the object is stationary. So if the graph is parallel to the time axis or the x axis, it is said to be a stationary object. जो first हमारा example था, this was stationary object because time बढ़ रहा है, but the displacement is not increasing. If the graph is a straight line inclined towards the time axis, the motion is uniform velocity. तो अगर ब्लैक वाला लाइन है तो स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट, अगर लाइन वाला रेड वाला ग्राफ आ रहा है यानी यूनिफॉर्म ऑब्जेक्ट, because with same increase in time there is increase in displacement. And if I am getting something like a curve, like say yellow line, which means
Yes, sir.
the object is moving with non-uniform speed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
if the graph is a curve, the motion is non-uniform. So depending upon the nature of graph, you can say whether the graph is straight line graph, parallel graph, or slope. In the displacement time graph, the slope of the straight line or the tangent to the curve at instance gives the velocity of object at that instant. If the slope is positive, it represents the object is moving away. If the slope is positive, I can say it is moving away from the body. If the slope is negative, it is coming towards the body. जो बॉल वाला एग्जांपल था, तो जब बॉल दूर जा रहा था तो स्लोप पॉजिटिव आया, जब बॉल नजदीक आ रहा है तब स्लोप नेगेटिव आया. क्लियर? So by knowing the velocity of the
Yes, it's
object
clear.
at different times from the displacement time graph, the velocity time graph can be drawn. So if I know the velocity, if I know the displacement time graph, I can also draw the velocity time graph. Okay. Before starting velocity time graph, I'll just give you the marking. Just mark everything, whatever I am marking right now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Wait a second. I just.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So can you tell the page number?
Page number. This displacement time graph wala 37 only, I think.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it.
Yeah. First, the title. Then you will draw this graph. You'll write case 1. Then case 2. You'll draw this graph. You don't need to write the data. You'll just draw this graph. This part. And everything from here till here. Along with the diagram, obviously. Okay. Also write the formula for slope.
Okay,
Y,
sir.
write it down here. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Please write that down.
Sir, where?
You can write anywhere in the textbook. Okay. Wherever you have space, you can write slope is equal to y2 minus 2 and 1 will be superscript, right? So ऐसे how you write नीचे, that is how you will write. This way you will write y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah, that is it for this page. Let's move to the next page. Yeah. Nothing here as such. this part, case 3, this part, this diagram, done. Done, Ayush?
Yes, sir. This page marking has been done. No, no, sir. Wait a second. Yes, sir. This page marking also. No.
Done.
Yes, sir. Done.
Come to the next page. Yeah. In this page, you need to mark from here till here. All this marking along with the last lecture's marking and the photos which I'll be sending you, the solved examples, are need to be done. Right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you're writing the solved example, make sure you write the page number as well, at what page number these solved examples are. Okay, and this markings are to be done before next lecture. Okay, next lecture, please be on time. Okay, next lecture will complete the graphical section and maybe we'll start with the other derivation part. Clear? So next lecture
Yes,
will
sir.
be next lecture, and maybe the preceding lecture will be the most important lecture of your physics class for this entire year, because this chapter is the basic of all the chapter which you will be studying forward. For that matter, also
Yes,
your
sir.
class 10th, you will have those 3 mathematical formulas called kinematical equations, and for that, next 2 lectures are very, very important. Make sure the sincerity you're showing it right now of switching on the camera, switching on the microphone, responding to me, that is done from every lecture from here on. I hope this is very clear. Okay, and whatever it
Yes,
is,
sir.
I will appreciate if you honestly tell me everything. Okay, so don't tell me this ye itna time laga Zoom mein. Okay, I'm not teaching for first time na.
Yes, sir.
I have taught students from much more younger than you to much more older than you. Okay, तो कुछ नया बहाना होगा तो लेके आना, बट ये सब मत बोलना. ओके, ट्राई समथिंग क्रिएटिव. ओके, चलो बाय.